Good morning, viewers, readers. Wishing you happy Navratri post happy Mahatma Gandhi Jayanti. So from today we are kicking off our newsletter called the Gujarat Dispatch. So Gujarat Dispatch would primarily focus on the developments from the state of Gujarat. It will be in form of newsletter, and of course, as my passion and my choice is world news and business news, so there will be highlights of world and business news. So let's start cruising through this. I'll keep it very short. So I mean, you can even see the newsletter. You can read the newsletter, and you can even see the highlights of the world and the business news. So let me keep it short. If I cruise through the media space or the media landscape of Gujarat. What is seen largely today? I mean, we see more or less the flavor of Mahatma Gandhi Jayanti celebrations in form of prayers, tribute meetings, and of course some exhibition which was held in Ahmedabad by journalist Purohit, which was of a collectibles of most of the things which were used by Mahatma Gandhi and about his letters, his signatures, his charkha specifically, which was a 200-year-old book on which he learned to weave. And if we see the other flavor, it is more or less about Navratri. It is about the weather. I mean, people are worried that weather should not disrupt the Navratri. It should not disturb the Navratri. So, what is there in terms of preparations for Navratra? Administration is geared up. Women's safety is the prime buzzword. So, cops are going to be monitoring all the venues by the drone. They've issued advisory and guidelines for parents to ensure that their kids who go to play Navratri, especially girls, they share their live locations. The She team, that is the team of the lady cops, it's going to be on the spot to ensure that no such eve teasers or antisocial elements enter into the campus and harass the girls. So, women's safety, keeping in view the incident what happened in Kolkata, the rape case, and of late recently a minor rape on a minor in Dahod. So this is largely the kind of preparations in terms of safety and security. Apart from that, keeping in view the TRP game zone by accident where lots of lives were claimed in Rajkot, the administration this time has ensured that there should be a no objection certificate from the fire department. There should be fire fighters on standby. There should be basically a medical team which should be there on the spot, because we have seen that youngsters have passed away after this jab which they have taken largely. That is the reading post corona, and they have passed away in while playing garba or playing sports or cricket or whatever it is. So this is the flavor. You can see some photographs also which we have put on our datelinegujaratnews.com. Some interesting photographs of how a huge Dandiya has been displayed in Surat, in an area called Vesu. So these are some things, and weather is largely most of the weather forecasters or meteorologists, they are saying that weather is going to be good after second or fourth Navratra. Till third or fourth Navratra, there's likely light showers or drizzle or kind of thing. But after that, probably the monsoon will officially kind of move out of Gujarat. The administration in terms of center has officially declared the monsoon season over, but now it's this. Interestingly, Bhuj has a mixed climate. Bhuj is having a temperature ranging from 22 degree to 38 degree. There have been reports of dew drops late night. The nights have been cold. The days are little sunny and hot. So this is the weather while you talk of Gujarat. So while we talk of what is happening in Gujarat, we'll start from South Gujarat. South Gujarat has some really encouraging and interesting news. The textile trade, it has received orders, good order book. And almost 250 truckloads is going out of Surat in terms of textiles, apparels, garments to several parts of the country, because the festive season has kicked up. The buying is happening. Mainly people buy new clothes during the festivals. So that's encouraging news for Surat. For South Gujarat. Even there is a good news from diamond trade. They have agreed, most of the diametries, they have agreed for the Indian diamond price index. There was a dispute where Rappaport was kind of pressurizing, and they were deciding on the pricing of the diamond. Prices were reducing constantly. So entire trade, miners, did not have the say. They were selling the rough stones at a certain price. The polished and cut diamonds were being examined by some third party. So the sellers, buyers, nobody had a stake. But now there is a person called Pratik Shah who has prepared a software for the Indian diamond trade index, and most of the people in the Bharat diamond bourse in Mumbai, they have agreed for this pricing, because it involves all the stakeholders before deciding the price of the diamond. And they have even advocated that a gems and jewelry export promotion council, that sort of body, should kindly be primarily be a kind of catalyst to exercise this entire process. On other end, in areas of information technology also, there is a good news from Surat. There is a company called Yonaljo, which is mainly into cloud computing, and it is into providing solutions to the tourism and hospitality industry, mainly the hotels. And they have shifted the headquarters to Surat. So this is kind of encouraging news for the information technology sector in Surat. Ejaz Sodawala, the CEO, addressed the press conference in Surat, and he said that they are servicing almost 33,000 plus clients across 170 countries. So this sort of a company has now put its headquarters in South Gujarat in Surat. That's something which is encouraging. Central Gujarat is a mixed bag of news, basically, mainly from the transportation sector, and what all is happening due to even little rains in Vadodara. It creates a flood. So Vadodara is flooding again, third time, and now people are opposing the councillors. They are blaming the councillors. They're fighting over that. That sort of videos have also come out. On the other end, in railway, if you see, the Kavach anti-collision system is to be installed across 10,000 locomotives. A trial run has been done in the western railway grid. They have almost trialed 405 kilometers out of 798 kilometers route, and the 96 kilometers route between Ahmedabad and Baroda, that was also on a trial run, and the results have been encouraging. So they are likely to install almost this system Kavach into 90 such locomotive trains, which will be a kind of alarm system in case if the two trains are coming on the same track. Gujarat State Road Transportation Corporation, the GSRTC, the official arm, official arm of the Gujarat State for Transportation, Road Transport, they are going to increase the fleet. They are going to add more 2,200 buses. They have witnessed a rise in reservation, keeping in view the festive demand, to 73,000 online reservations, which was almost 60,000 till date. But last 10 days, the 13,000 increase has come at 73,000 plus tickets are being reserved and booked online. And they are going to put so many buses, which will be from Ahmedabad mainly to Dahod, Godhra, Zalod, Panchmal, Saurashtra, Surat, North Gujarat. These are the places where people travel due to festive occasion of Dashera, Diwali, Navratri, and these all things. So this is how it is, and the GSRTC mainly is trying to gear against the private players who charge huge money, keeping in view the supply glut, basically. And that's what the reason they have this. The GSRTC has decided to increase the fleet by 2,200 buses. Additionally, they are also going to give a benefit to the group bookings. So if a person is booking a whole bus, let's say a group is booking a whole bus, they will go at that particular place, pick up them from there, and drop them at the destination of their desire in that particular place. So the government is also gearing to fight against the business. Not much discouraging, I would say, but not much encouraging news for the Gujarat Metro Rail Corporation. They have incurred a loss of 8.7. They've incurred a loss of 3.21 billion. That is 321 crores, and they've managed an income of 87 lakhs. So they reported an income actually of almost 650 million. That's how it was. So almost 65 crores. I'm a little confused over here with these figures, but 65 crores was their income, and 321 crores is their loss. That's largely what is read in the newspapers while this report has surfaced. GMRC, the Gujarat Metro Rail Corporation, has reported the mobilization of almost 5.28 crores commuters daily. 55,000 commuters travel in last 2 weeks, where the route of between Ahmedabad Gandhinagar has been started. Why there is a less traffic? There have been some reasons that the metro, the feeder services are not available from concerned metro destinations. There are no parking facilities. As well, the public transport connectivity in the interiors from the metro stations is yet lacking. So that's the reason probably yet the Ahmedabadis are not adapting to the metro. That's largely an outcome of these reports. While we talk of Saurashtra-Kutch again is a mixed bag of developments and agitation, where Rajkot Municipal Corporation has added 26 new CNG buses to its existing fleet of almost 151 buses. Out of 151 buses, 52 buses are CNG fueled, and 99 buses are almost the e-bus is what we call. So now what happens with this 26 added to 52, it becomes 78 CNG operated buses and 99 vehicles comprising which are e-buses. So in all, there are going to be 177 vehicles in the public transport sector of Rajkot. mobilizing people across the BRTS, the bus rapid transit system, and the routine city civic servicing routes. So this is the kind of demand the Rajkot Municipal Corporation is trying to cater to the rapidly changing, demand of the mass transportation or the mass urban transportation. A new terminal building at Hirasar International Airport is likely to start from Diwali. That's the news. The winter scheduled flights, presently we are getting 3 flights to Goa, mainly on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, but there will be Indigo will be flying Goa daily while this new winter schedule, the winter flying schedule, and even there is interest shown by Star Air. They are likely to fly from Rajkot to Vadodara and Ahmedabad. So this is something, that's how it is. And on an interesting note, a seamless power supply is now going to be available in Girnar at the second peak of Ambaji. So Girnar largely has these temples from Jain community. There is Ambaji temple at the second peak. The first peak is of the Jain temples, the second peak is of Ambaji temple, and the third peak is of Guru Dattatreya temple. So till the second peak, the seamless power supply. The power supply was there, but due to height there was a low tension cable, and the power was kind of, there was a staggering in the power. But now there is a high tension line which has been put. The Gujarat Beach Corporation, the Paschim Gujarat Beach Corporation Limited, that's a power distribution company, a DISCOM, which has almost invested 7.91 crores, so almost you can call 8 crore rupees to put this line. And from today, from Navratri, this power line is likely to be starting over there. So it's a good news in that area. In some discouraging news, mega demolition in Somnath. Of course, the government has recovered almost 102 acres of land, which is valued at almost 320 crores, that's 3.2 billion rupees. And 50 earth moving equipments were deployed over there. Section 223 of Criminal Procedure Code was also announced while the demolition was being undertaken. So anybody who opposes or try to do a ghettoism or something, they would be arrested by this section 223. A farmers' arm of the Indian National Congress has asked a separate entity called Ghed Development Corporation. They have said that Ghed area has suffered huge losses due to rains, so they have demanded a kind of corpse of 10,000 crores, 1,000 crores, 10 billion rupees for this Ghed area exclusive package. And ex-legislative assembly member from Dhoraji constituency from Congress, Lalit Vasoya, and farm leader Pal Ammalya, they handed over the letter of memorandum to the Kutiana's provincial officer. The Kutiana is a place near Porbandar which falls in Ghed, which was damaged. The soil was eroded due to, mainly the heavy rains in that area. That area basically was one of the area which received the highest rainfall. It was Dwarka and Ghed which received the highest rainfall across India. So you can understand what has been the situation over there. Some news from Gandhinagar, of course, because Gandhi Jayanti, the secretariat was almost closed, but political leaders were busy with the photo opportunities, and you can see a lot of the political leaders, including the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Bhupendra Patel, the Governor of Gujarat, the Home Minister, all having the broomsticks and trying to be a part of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So one such clip was there, which is available on our website, where Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel was at Porbandar. He was paying his tribute to Mahatma Gandhi at his birthplace in Porbandar at Kirti Mandir, which is the birthplace of Mahatma Gandhi, and he was seen kind of cleaning the area in Sudama temple with a broomstick. That's there on our website. You can see the photograph. Apart from that, administrative nod has been given to 10.56 billion, that's 1,556 crore rupees project to ensure water distribution in Narmada's main canal at few parts of northern Gujarat territory in Banaskantha, which is Diodar, Thara, Disa. So this is a kind of, it will cover almost 124 villages falling across these 4 talukas, and 189 lakes in these villages will be filled with Narmada waters, and this will be a kind of investment to cover almost 15,000 hectares of area under coverage by the supplementary irrigation network. That's what the Water Supplies Minister Kuwarji Bavadia has told the media. In another development, Rishikesh Patel, he flagged off some 108 emergency ambulance services, 38 new ICU on wheels from Gandhinagar, and the minister also launched 10 new food safety on wheels mobile testing vans for food safety. And while flagging the fleet, he said that these services were started way back, but now we have kind of equipped these ambulances with all advanced technology, state-of-art equipment, and to increase the efficiency and quality of the services provided by EMRI and 108. The state government has also taken some decision to kind of lay an outlay of 2.4 billion, that's 245 crore rupees, which includes expansion of 41 such narrow bridge structures across 20 state highways. So those small bridges, which are called pulia basically in Hindi, that will be expanded across 20 state highways, and such 41 such narrow bridge structures, so 245 crores for that. Raghavji Patel, the state agriculture minister, told media that, by the media note which was issued by the Gujarat Information Department, it was said that the government will start the procurement on the minimum support price, mainly of groundnuts, urad dal and soya bean. So this is something like government would provide almost 63.87 rupees per kilo for groundnut, 74 rupees per kilo for urad dal, and 48.90 rupees per kilo for soya bean. And they have requested the farmers to register themselves between 3rd October, starting from today till 31st October. This buying will initiate for 51 days. It will continue for 90 days, starting from 11th November till 8th February 2025. So 11 November 2024 to 8 February 2025. So government will buy this produces on the minimum support price at the prices which have been quoted in that release. In another such development, MG Motors Halol has donated 2 static vehicles to the Kaushalya, the Skill University, and these vehicles will be given to ITI Kubernagar and ITI Lunawada in Mahisagar, ITI Kubernagar in Ahmedabad, for students to understand the mechanical and electrical aspects of automobiles. In an interesting report, a bird diversity report for 2023-24 has been released by the state government, and what it says is that 1.8 million to 2 million variety of birds were seen in Gujarat, with maximum species reported from Devbhoomi Dwarka district, which was 465 birds, whereas the maximum numbers of birds were seen in Kutch, around 4.65 lakh birds, and Nal Sarovar has emerged as one of the hotspots with more than 3.62 lakh birds. The survey has been done on the document to document more than 300 species of the birds, and the survey recorded more than 50,000 hotspots for local and migratory birds. So I think in coming days, you will see that bird watcher tourism is likely to pick up in Gujarat. Let's wait for this, but this is quite an encouraging area. We are introducing one very interesting segment for the journalists, basically, is the digital diameter. What is the digital diameter? Digital diameter is going to be speaking on the news happening in the digital landscape of Gujarat. We will be talking mainly, there are a lot of digital platforms, local, hyper-local and kind of things, but we'll be talking primarily for the digital platforms which have a 2 lakh plus base subscribers, and what's making the news over there, what are the item which is going heavy on in terms of maximum views in 24 hours. And we'll of course talk of such hyper-local brands also, where let's say they have made some news or they have reported some news and it's followed by others. We'll talk on that definitely, and there will be also some reading in terms of the news reported in regional television space, and what news is really making rounds in that area. So you get a feel, as to what is happening in the digital landscape of Gujarat, and of course in the regional television landscape of Gujarat. So going by that alphabetically, if you see, there are some leading brands. So Jamawat is one of the leading brand, which is founded by a journalist and a techie duo. Journalist Devanshi Joshi, who had been a television journalist, and her husband was a techie, Sanket Joshi. So they largely talk on, the socio-political agitations. They talk on basically the political developments, the real-time news, and they have the podcast sessions with the key figures, celebrities, interactive sessions with the journalists. These are the few hallmark reporters they've developed on a weekly basis also. Inspirational interactive session of Devanshi Joshi with one lady. The founder herself was in Ghed area, and the interactive session with Sakarben Parmar, a lady from Mer community, how she survived, and how she has built up a business empire where she gets a road contracts and she's running a hotel all alone. So that talks, it's quite an inspirational story that is garnering maximum views today. If you've seen last 24 hours. Going second by the same alphabetical order is Navjeevan News. It's an independent digital news platform curated by a print and investigative journalist Prashant Dayal. Chiefly, this platform reports the news mainly from the political and crime cluster, and there is a news which is going heavy on the views, is that situation in Adivasi belt in Gujarat, where Prashant is questioning the chief minister because a pregnant lady was not able to reach the hospital due to lack of road and basic infra over there, and she delivered the baby midway and she died. So Prashant is questioning that this video has got maximum views, and he's questioning the chief minister that why the situation is still there. This situation still prevails in the Adivasi belt, and it was even talked about in past when the prime minister had visited the state. Another such platform, Nirbhay News, again a platform which is co-founded by a journalist and a techie duo. Journalist Gopi Gangar, who had been a television journalist, and her husband Vikram Gangar, who is a techie. So this almost mirrors the same space, in mainstream media and current affairs, reporting along the focus with issue-based activism. They do a lot of issue-based activism in terms of particular issue, and they go bang on behind that, talking to lots of people, talking to experts, talking to the people on the field, trying to talk to people involved in that. They talk on political development, socio-political agitations, weather updates. Of course, weather updates have become kind of news garner. So these platforms now talk a lot on weather. And in one such interaction of Gopi Gangar with the founder herself, and the journalist, of course, with news weather forecaster Paresh Goswami, which has gone viral, which asked that how the Navratri is going to be. So people want to understand that Navratri, whether they'll be wearing a raincoat and they should wear a sweater, or they should go the way they go in the traditional dress. So they are trying to understand the weather for Navratri. In a similar development in the regional television space, if you see Gujarat first, they have titled one kind of operation, which is called Operation Asur, where they are voicing the pollution troubles faced by the local villages surrounding Gujarat Ambuja cement plant at Kodina, now which is owned by Adani Group, of course. And this is making noise in the news spectrum. News stories in regional media space against Adani Group is something, which is not seen much in Gujarat of late, of course, but it has started. So the way news is reported in national media, in digital space, in the national space, now it has even percolated at the state level. So I think, yes, the Adani Group is definitely into some deep troubles. That's what we can understand the way news is coming. Apart from that, so this is all about Gujarat. So apart from Gujarat, you can also cruise through the headlines from the world, Asia Pacific, Middle East, African subcontinent, American subcontinent, that's the North America, the Caribbeans and the Latin America, the polar continents, mainly the Arctic and the Antarctic, and the highlights of the India business news are mainly what has happened in the business day in India. That's what we love. That's the headlines which you can click and read those things. World news is mainly centered around the Iran, Israel and the Russia-Ukraine conflict zone, with latest and real-time developments making impact on the global markets in terms of prices and volumes in commodities, currencies, cryptocurrency, asset class. Wherever the Indian markets are also not insulated to this war hurricanes rising from the Middle East and Eurasian subcontinent. It definitely indicates that turbulent times ahead in terms of inflation-driven resistance and supply chain cuts during the festive days across the nations. So there's a little worry. And today also markets, if you see the Indian markets, mainly the Sensex, the indices Sensex and Nifty, that opened in the red zone. They were down negative by almost 800,000 points. So this is the impact largely in the world's news space, and you can read this news. You can read this newsletter. So this is going to be a mix of kind of newsletter, a video, and of course the news headlines. So it gives you a complete spectrum. It gives you a complete sub sandwich pack with the filling inside it, and you can enjoy it, you can relish it, you can just cruise it, you can go through it, and you can equally stay focused on what is happening in the digital and the regional space of Gujarat. Thank you for watching this. Do give your feedback. This is a trial shot, so we would definitely like to improve on this, but this is a trial shot. Do give your feedback. Thank you.